everyone, this is Robin Zell with Singles Travel International. I'm the marketing director here, and we are here to talk about the fabulous Galapagos Island adventure. We have Sarah and Robert with us tonight. They are your concierge team extraordinaire, newlyweds as well, so we all want to thank them for being here tonight and congratulate them on their wedding back in November. Oh my gosh, it just seems like yesterday, but we are here to talk about the Galapagos Island adventure. This particular trip came to being because Singles Travel International used to do the Galapagos cruise. It was very expensive. To have your own space on the Galapagos cruise would cost between $8,000 and $10,000. And we knew that Robert was able to put together a fantastic package because he does our Ecuador adventures. So we collaborated, and they came up with this fabulous itinerary, and they've made a couple of changes this year. So we hope you all listen in and see something you like. We hope you can join us this year, because the Galapagos is one of those places you've got to get to before it changes forever. Should be at the top of your bucket list. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with Sarah and Robert. And if anyone has any questions, you can type into the chat, and we'll answer them at the end. Or we'll open up the mics, and you can just talk and ask us about some stuff. Is everybody ready to go?
Well, we know we are. Thank you so much, Robin. We're just really super excited to show this with you. I hope even just this first picture has got you guys excited. These are the views, the breathtaking, amazing panoramas that you're going to get to experience. Take these shots home with you and just make this trip your own. So let's dig in. And Robin even mentioned it. We love this location so much. We love everything that you get to experience and see and do here. And we've been going to the Galapagos for about 4 years now, once or twice a year, and just see dramatic changes every year with new construction and the tourism there. So anytime you get that big change, you're going to see some of that magic, the nature, just slip away.
Exactly, the commercialism, the buildings. Whenever you have more of the concrete jungle show up, it eliminates the beauty of the nature and the animals. So it's something that you definitely want to try to experience before it starts to be eliminated or just segmented to such a smaller area.
So the first thing we want to get started with here is a little video we put together, just some great shots for you. So we're going to start that right now.
You know this feeling. It's time to try this feeling in the Galapagos Islands. Step into a new world. Slow down and relax. Soak up some sun. It's time to feel playful. To meet new friends. And feel the sand between your toes. It's time to dig in to the freshest and tastiest meals. Enjoy every bite. Feel the rush of the wind. Climb to new heights. And enjoy incredible scenery. With wildlife only a few feet away. So dive in. For the vacation of a lifetime. It's time for the Galapagos Islands.
All right. Oh. All right. So yeah, that's just some of our favorite shots and places, experiences. You got to see some of the snorkeling, the animals. There's so much every time.
Yeah, and the penguins. How many of you knew there were penguins in the Galapagos Islands? By a show of hands. Everyone raise your hands.
The second smallest penguin in the world.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
I
Also
didn't know that.
Also want to let you know we got a lot going on here. Want to make sure that you stay to the end, because at the very end we've got some more details on why booking early is so critical. So don't miss out on that. So yeah.
Well, so I mean, what makes this adventure so incredible and so unique? Well, we're going to show you right now in just in a few slides. First and foremost, these are your two hosts. That's Sarah and Robert. Those people look familiar because those people are us. So we are the owners of Mountain Views Inn, bed and breakfast location there in Ecuador, and we also both happen to be engineers. So mechanical engineers, and we just love everything about the country itself of Ecuador. When we're in Ecuador, we love it. When we're back in the States, we love it. And I'm Ecuadorian as well, so I love being able to share and be so proud about my culture and what the beauty and the people and the food, how this can be presented to you. So I'm really proud of it, and you're going to see it in each and every one of the days that we're there. So
yeah, so and I've joined on for about the last 4 years now. Just immediately fell in love with Ecuador on my first trip, and gosh, the Galapagos is just next level. So excited to be your host and show you all these really cool new food dishes. Just the culture, the people are some of the sweetest, kindest people that you've ever met, and just excited to share it all with you. Some more beautiful views here.
yeah, everything about it. I mean, at the evening of every night, that you're going to have these beautiful sunsets. The animals always around you. There's not a moment that you're not going to see animals always just around you and just fulfilling these breathtaking views at every turn.
So we've been traveling the world. We've done our fair share of tours and seen the top sites and everything. And one thing is, for the last 10 years, the Eiffel Tower is still there, crowds of people. The Grand Canyon's still there, crowds of people, and just everywhere. All these beautiful, gorgeous, they're amazing cities, but probably not changing in the next 5-10 years. Whereas the Galapagos, there's already a lot of talk, a lot of stuff going on with limiting the number of people, with new construction. So just like I said, we see it change every year.
Yeah, for example, there's 170,000 people that started going in there every single year about 5 years ago, and that number keeps increasing. And this past year, over 200,000 people showed up, and that's something that the U.S., the Ecuadorian government is saying that's a little bit too many people. So now there's going to be some restrictions on that because of the quantity of people. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure you experience it before any of those things occur.
So just a few things. Yeah, we've mentioned that after sharing these culture and sites for the last 10 years, we've seen the wildlife, the scenery change, the tourism, the government change, but we've learned a lot more while we've been doing all these tours. First of all, a lot of itineraries out there are going to try to wow you with the number of islands, naming all these different islands that you're going to visit, and we've been on those day tours and everything and learned that it's really not the number of the islands that you visit, it's really the quality of the excursions. You can see the same animals, the similar scenery from island to island, but what's going to make the most relaxed, enjoyable vacation is not cramming in a million sites, but enjoying to the fullest every single excursion that you're on.
Yeah, I personally don't like to be rushed off from one location to the next. I really want to be part of the environment, be part of the culture, and really have that experience. So this way I can go back and have a great story to tell about what occurred on that specific day with that person who was serving me the coffee and the story he told me about his family and how this all came. That's what I bring home, is those great experiences from the people and the views and the topography of the land that we are going to get a chance to experience.
And the other really amazing thing that we've learned is the guides really set the mood of the trip, and traveling with STI is what makes the difference here. We've had different groups of people every time, and we know we take it on. It's our responsibility to keep the energy up, to make sure everyone's enjoying, having a good time. Even the national park guides that we worked with and contacted many different guides to make sure that when we come back, we get the ones that are the most engaged, that are the most fun, that are just taking each one of those excursions to the next level. So, yeah.
So we've definitely been throughout all our shares of doing different trips, from trying to do snorkeling vacations to going to a more...
Well, just even in the Galapagos,
yeah.
We've been on the day trips. I remember one big one that is not on our itinerary that comes up a lot with people is Isabella, and we went to Isabella Island. It's far more remote than the other islands, and I will say there is one animal there that we probably won't see in Santa Cruz, and that is flamingos. So if you can't miss the flamingos, I would definitely take the extra day to go to but we saw penguins. We saw everything that we see in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, and the thing about the Isabella Islands, for example, is when we went over there to see have it be a possibility, because of their water, and they don't have really good water supply to be able to have a good water source for drinking as well as for cleaning, let's say, the lettuce and the food. It just makes it that much more difficult to be able to go to those kind of islands. So we definitely did all the research. We picked the best of the best, and you're going to be able to experience all these things with us. So you don't have to worry about going to certain type of restaurants and being disappointed, or going on a certain excursions thinking, oh, I traveled way too much, and there was too much buildup, but not enough bang for the excursion. So we've done all that homework for you, so this way you can just sit back and enjoy and leave it up to us.
Okay. And I mean, come on, this was my method for researching, picking the best tour, just spending tons of time on the computer, coming up with activities, comparing just time and energy, and it's exhausting. So to boil it all down, being the little engineer that I am, I have come up with the 3 secrets to the best vacation of your life. Now, remember, we've seen so many travelers, so many great friends come and go on these tours. I can tell you these are the secrets to set the people apart that left smiling like tears of joy when they left the bed and breakfast. And this is what's going to set your next vacation apart. So, oh, I missed one.
All right, so the most important thing is you want to be able to make sure you decide where is it that you want to go. And right now, for the by the look of it all, everyone here is really interested in locking into the Galapagos Islands. So that's the most important thing, is realizing and knowing what you want. So by locking in and saying, okay, I know I want to do the Galapagos, well, guess what? The time really should be now to help eliminate all those other things that we've been talking about.
Because I know from corporate life, from wherever you're at, your vacation time, your vacation dollars are the most valuable dollars you'll ever spend. And so you get to choose what stories you go home with. Is it going to be that incredible adventure unlike any other, or are you taking home the same pictures that all your friends have taken home before too?
Yeah, it's so unique. These islands are so incredible. It's definitely, you just can't compare this with any other experience.
And the second trip, find a trusted guide, because there is no amount of research that you're going to do if you've never been to a location that's going to compare to somebody who has been there, who's seen it, who's experienced, who's lived it, who whose family has grown up there, who's got that background. You can't compare to that. If you lock in with a trusted guide and follow them and put your faith in them, you're going to see the ins and outs of whatever location you choose.
Yeah, exactly. So again, being how she indicated, we're both engineers, we're all about quality, safety, making sure things get done right the first time around, and adding that excitement of laughter along with each and every single part of the day.
And the third part is, once you've locked those in, stop Googling and relax. We got some great shots in here. Las Grietas, this incredible lagoon that you'll go swimming in, some of the awesome food that we're going to treat you guys to, beautiful sunsets. If you pour your hearts and souls into seeing every one of these pictures for the next 6 months until the trip starts, or 5, whatever it is, then you're going to be numb to it all.
Yeah, and by the way, that was one of my favorite meals. That was octopus on the lava rock. Yeah, that was me in my blue shirt having that meal. I still remember how delicious that was. So I hope you guys get to enjoy that as well.
What I compare this to is if you've ever been the last one of your friends to ever see the best new movie, and after all the hype and the spoilers, the blockbuster just isn't going to be as good as you think it's going to be. So so that's really the key on any vacation that you take. Put your trust and get that best itinerary, and then kind of let go to enjoy and let yourself be surprised and amazed wherever you end up going on your next trip. So.
And you've probably already seen some of this information already as far as what you're going to be able to obtain from the website. And yep, that's right. We're going to have 6-night accommodations at this great Hotel Meconia, or another Hotel Fiesta that we always use. Fantastic. 18 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. The transfers, the ground transportation. I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish fluently. So Sarah and I will both be your tour leaders on this trip. And at the same time, all the attractions that we've selected, we personally selected this because we personally experienced each and every single one of them. We've enjoyed all the good ones and all and the bad ones, and we made sure that we took out the bad ones and only kept the good ones.
So so yeah, this is the meat of our trip. This is meeting in the Galapagos, flying into the Galapagos. We get 3 nights on Cristobal Island and 3 nights in Santa Cruz. And like I said, these are hand-picked hotels. These are and just incredible views. We get the best accommodations for everybody. And right now we've got a special going on. Generally, this package is $37.99. We're currently offering it for $32.99. And also a new bonus this year, everybody is going to get their own private room. So this is an upgrade that's easily $600 or more sometimes, and you're going to have private accommodations, no worry about roommate matching, beautiful spots every time. So that brings it to a $43.99 value, just $32.99 right now. So in addition to that, we had 2 choices. Last year, Robin had kind of mentioned this, we had different packages available, and we had a single package available, sorry. And everybody had to fit that into their time and budget. We had a 10-day package that came into QUITO, and you spent a couple nights there, rested before getting into the Galapagos Islands. And just some other things with the trip too, like I mentioned, having a leisure day and different levels of how much time you want to spend on a boat. So now what we're doing is we're offering this package with the base that you just saw at the Galapagos, with some additional options to accommodate different travel styles, budgets, and different flight schedules. So, for instance, if you are on the West Coast, if if you're in California, you might be able to find a flight directly into the Galapagos Islands that is within 10 hours and affordable. And if you are on the East Coast, you are likely not going to be able to get to the Galapagos without it taking more than 20 hours. So, so that's why we created our QUITO convenience package, or concierge package, rather. So what this is going to include is this is going to allow you to come into mainland Ecuador, and then from there everything is taken care of. You're going to purchase your own flight into QUITO, and from there we're going to take care of you every step of the way. We'll get you from the airport, rested into your hotel. We use this beautiful hotel that's just near the airport, so you don't have to have any traffic getting into the city. It's safe, miles of walking trails, just a beautiful, beautiful place to get rested. Allow your luggage to come in if there's any kind of delays. You don't have to worry about getting into the Galapagos late. So we're also going to, since we've got an extra day here, take you on a tour of QUITO, which is one of the most beautiful cities in South America.
Yep, and actually it was declared by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and is considered the most beautiful city in all of South America. So that's one of the things that you'll get. It's a fantastic package. Again, we want you to relax. We'll do all the work for you, all the heavy lifting, so this way you don't have to.
So this is also going to include your round-trip flight from QUITO to the Galapagos. So when you see this big ticket package for this whole thing, know that you're getting your flights into the Galapagos too, which I said is also runs from $375 to $600. And we also take care of your pre-registration into the Galapagos. There's some registration forms and everything. We'll walk you through. There's a special customs at the airport. So basically just taking you through every step of the way so you have nothing to worry about. Just get you in there easily and quickly. Or if you like, just want to come in a night early, we can also set you up with an extra night at the San Jose Hotel. And again, you're going to get your airport transfers with this, breakfast, beautiful hotel, and you can add these extra nights on the beginning or end of your trip. Finally.
Who's a big Russell Crowe fan over here? Raise your hand. Well, did you remember that movie Master and Commander that he was in? Well, they chose the Galapagos Islands, specifically the Bartolome Island, to be able to do this tour and to do this to film. It's incredible. The views there are, when you're there, you'll understand the reason why they filmed over there. And because it's such an iconic area to be in, you want to be able to make sure that you not only sign up for the tour, but realize that it's very difficult to be able to go on this tour if you wait till the very end. And that's why we want you to experience the beauty of the penguins and snorkeling and the lava fields. It's just one more beautiful view after the next.
Yep, and this is the top ticket in the Galapagos. We asked everybody, this is the best snorkeling, the best scuba. So this really is the only people I would not recommend this for is if you are just not a fan of a boat ride and want to stay and get an extra beach day in. That's why we left it up to your discretion. If you just want a leisure day, this is a separate option for everybody.
Yeah. If you don't like beach, beautiful weather, and water, this trip is not for you.
And last, we do have a couple options. There's 2 places where you can go snorkeling. So upgrade or scuba diving rather. There's 2 chances to upgrade from snorkeling to scuba diving. One on San Cristobal at Kicker Rock, and one at Bartolome. So instead of the yacht tour, you would go scuba diving here, but still back over to Bartolome, those same iconic views. So we want to just give a second to compare. If you were looking at other different Galapagos tours, what would you happen to find? First of all, if you're going to book a yacht tour, any kind of cruise, you are going to have to be getting back on the boat every night. About 5 o'clock is the latest. They want you back to the boats before sunset. And sunset every day in the Galapagos, since we're along the equator, is 6 p.m. So we've got sunlight 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they want you back on the boat. So you're going to be getting back on board about 5 o'clock, missing these gorgeous sunsets, the islands, restaurants, strolling the streets at night. So just
and just as far as being on the cruise ship, not only is it incredibly more expensive, double, triple the rate, but also making sure that you sleep in a bed, a large bed, a queen size bed, as opposed to a cot or in a small cabin. Here you'll be able to have beautiful views. Some may even have waterfront views as well. The most important thing is that you're on land. You have the freedom to be in your room, in your bed, without it rocking back and forth. And if you want to stroll through the beautiful island of the both islands that we're at, it is just incredible to be able to experience the nightlife as well.
Yeah, so we're going to give you the experience of the islands, the animals, without getting seasick, without being exhausted by constantly moving and traveling. And you're probably going to notice, even you go to 6, 7 different islands, you're going to see different blue-footed boobies, you're going to see masked boobies, and you're going to see red-footed boobies. And guess what? They're all on Santa Cruz too. So the animals that you see are often determined by chance. They happen to be around one day versus the next, or slight weather. There's more rain. There's more those conditions that you don't have any control over.
Exactly, like weather, the currents, their swimming patterns, their eating. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but the most important thing is you will be able to have those experiences with the comfort of not having to do so much hustle and bustle.
And let's say you do find another land tour. We checked all of them out, and they are missing some of our favorite sites and experiences. They're not even given the option for Bartolome. So just know that we've really done our research here, and we're going to get you seeing all the best sites. So
of course, always remember with singles travel, you are traveling with just singles. There will be no couples, no honeymooners, no families, and no children. So it's just you and your new single friends. You can't find it anywhere else.
That's amazing. And we always come away with friends that we stay in touch with. We've got new friends that are still messaging us and staying in touch for years. So it's an amazing group of people.
So right now you have the choice is up to you. Choice number one is just to do absolutely nothing and hope that this bucket list dream vacation comes true before the laws change and the price hikes and everything that goes with it, or just secure your spot for as low as $75 with Singles Travel International and get locked in.
See you next time. I hope you've all been to the website. It's been looking beautiful. A lot of updates going on right now. Just make sure you search for the Galapagos Island Adventure. You're going to see everything that's included. Our package price listed right now, $32.99. And then go on to select your options, that QUITO Concierge package, the extra nights, Bartolome. And so this is what I promised, why booking early is so critical. The biggest thing is the flight cost. We get such different variations depending what city you're coming from, depending on what time you book, what deals are available. We've seen from New York and other places, flights as low as $450, just super low, and as much as $1,300. And then there's the second flight, so whether you book the concierge package and we take care of that for you, or if you're booking that on your own, flights from the mainland to the Galapagos, like I said, go between $375 to $600. So booking early could easily save you over $1,000. It makes such a difference.
Yeah, it's all about timing. Timing is everything. You would love to be able to go on this trip. So definitely let's make sure we go to the next step to pull the trigger to say, yes, I have $75 to make sure we make that deposit to be able to save $1,000 in the long run, because airfare does go up, and we want you to save you all that money.
The second one we kind of led into too, the Bartolome Yacht Tour. This really is the most popular day tour in the Galapagos. The first trip that we took, we said, you know, we wanted to do the best, and we weren't able to go because it was all sold out. It often sells out months in advance, and so if you don't get in with enough notice and everything, you can miss this awesome, awesome tour.
Yeah, because there's limited spacing, limited boats, so yachts rather. So if it's too late, it's too late, and there's not another excursion because everything's timed by the government with which yachts can go out on which day. So it's something that we really wanted to make sure we got that point across.
Same thing goes for scuba diving. Really limited availability, and this is not Cancun, guys. They require pre-registration and confirmed scuba certification. All of this taken care of, reviewed, checked, double-checked before we go. So if we don't give that enough time, then you can miss all the fish. You're swimming with hammerheads and like just incredible, incredible scuba diving.
Exactly. So this is definitely by far one of the best places to go, either scuba diving or snorkeling. So if you are going to do the scuba diving package, make sure you have everything intact. And yeah, safety first. We're all about safety.
So yeah, that's everything we've got right now, and would love to hand it back to Robin.
Thank you, guys. That was incredible. This is such an incredible destination. I cannot stress enough how important it is to see this part of the world. And we know that you're used to planning out in advance and making sure that you have the best things on your bucket list, but this has got to be on the #1 spot, because this is one of those places that is going to change forever. We see it in our lifetime. We've had Alaska cancellations because there's no glacier. Things are changing rapidly in our world, and this place needs to be on your bucket list. So we went out of our way to make sure that this trip was affordable and accessible to everyone by shortening it to fit into your timeline, because Singles Travel International really wants you to see the Galapagos. If you've got questions, we can open it up, or you can type it into the chat, and we can have Robert and Sarah answer them for you. So just go over here to the right-hand side, and you just put your message in here, and we'll get some things answered for you. Anybody have any questions?
So many shy people out there today.
Oh.
Come on, somebody's got a question about food. Anybody got any, because we get some amazing, amazing fresh seafood. Just
Who's a foodie? Who's a foodie out there? I know we've got some foodies with us today.
Yeah, the food is great. And the great thing is it's fresh each and every single day, because the fishermen go out, they get it, and they come back, and that's what they serve to the restaurants, and that's what you'll be eating, fresh seafood each and every single day if you're a big fan of seafood. Oh, and if you happen to be vegetarian or vegan or have a special diet, well, guess what? This is a perfect place to be able to have so many great options, and all you have to do is let us know. We'll prepare in advance to make sure we help meet your dietary needs.
How about photographers? Is anybody out there a photographer? We had a gal who did the Galapagos with us a few years ago. She's a photographer, and she did it twice. She's been twice. Oh, wow. Because the photographs are so amazing that you just cannot imagine that what you can take with a simple phone, or bring a good camera and get some amazing shots and be the envy of all of your single friends.
The people with iPhones were blowing me away. I'm an Android myself, and after this last trip, I kept thinking, like, maybe I gotta make some change, because the shots are taking were so that is one thing that we do. If you want to just sit back and enjoy, we've got a great camera that we carry with us, so you don't have to worry about having a waterproof camera. You don't have to worry about getting a crazy camera, because we'll be taking pictures for you, and we share at the end of every single trip, so you can just sit back and relax. But if you do have any amateur photographers out there, I'm very novice level, and these are all my shots. The light that comes through there at the equator, it's unbelievable.
These are beautiful pictures.
Yeah, so yeah, and the great thing is that in these photos, you're going to be in these shots. So we showed a lot of photos there. Well, all those animals, all those beaches, all those pictures with the video, with the people experiencing, you're going to be in those shots. And we'll be taking photos of you, so this way it's not you taking a photo of a bunch of water and sand, but we'll have you in the sand and in the water and on these beautiful islands with the animals. So it's something that you're going to be able to tell, and definitely when you in the next decade or two, when you look back and and think of what was your most memorable vacation, Sarah and I definitely strive to make sure that people say that this was it. And it's just so unique. You can't have these experiences anywhere else, and that's what I want to make sure that we get across, which is it's because of the uniqueness and how special it is. It's something that we don't want you to miss out. Not now, not ever. And it's just it's the time is now, and we would love to have you on this trip.
And Ecuador is beautiful, guys. I've been to Ecuador. I was on the Ecuador adventure trip with Robert a few years ago. It's fantastic. It's a beautiful place. Just a beautiful place. Always at the top of the list for adventure people as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see any questions, so I think you guys did such a fantastic job. They have all their questions answered, which is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and let them go and enjoy their evening, and then, of course, looking for those bookings coming through, and we'll call you and get you set up. If you need flights, we can do that for you as well at Single Travel. And if you've got any questions, you can give us a call tomorrow at 877-SOLO-TRIP, or check out the site, www.singletravelintl.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and we hope to see you on the Galapagos Island Adventure in November.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this.
Thanks, guys.